So you are going to need, first of all, starting out before putting your handle on your toolbox, you're going to need your ruler. You're going to need the handle. And you're going to need two of these, which are called cleats. These hold the ends of your handle in place so that your handle can actually flop back and forth. You're also going to need this block of wood that says for handle. That's for drilling the holes in your toolbox. And you're also going to need a cordless drill. The cordless drill you're going to have to use because to make these holes, a hole punch will not fit in your toolbox. First thing we're going to do is start out with one of our cleats. You're going to mark with pencil. However, today I'm going to mark with a marker, a permanent marker, because you can see it a little bit better here. So first thing I want to do is I want to mark 4 5/8 of an inch. 4 5/8 of an inch is 10 lines past the 4. Mark it on one side of your toolbox, mark it on the other. You see how I'm starting with my 0 over on the left hand side of my toolbox. Okay, that's my beginning point, that's my starting point. Then I'm going to connect these two with my pencil line. Okay? That is where the holes for my cleats are going to be located on that line, 4 5/8 of an inch. The next thing I want to do, since everybody's might be just a little bit different, I want to center my cleat on the top part of that lid. So I'm going to use my ruler, measure from the center of the hole over. Now everybody's may be a little bit different. Once you have it centered, I still have my circles from the cleat going through that center line. Come over the top so you can see the top of it. See how the circles go straight through? Then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark my holes to locate it. Okay? Then I'm going to remove my cleat. That's when I take my block of wood and I'm going to put it inside my toolbox underneath where those holes are going to be. I'm going to use a hammer and a scratch-awl in order to locate those holes so that my drill bit does not wander. So I'm going to take the point of the scratch-awl, put it in the center of the hole, and I'm going to give it one little bop with the hammer. It just leaves a little poke mark in there. Just leaves a little poke mark in there. I'm not driving the scratch-awl through the metal lid. And I'm going to do the same to the opposite one. Then I'm going to take my drill with that block underneath to support the lid. I'm going to take and I'm going to drill through the top of the lid. Be careful with the little metal shavings that are on there. Those are sharp as well. Take your block of wood out. Then we're going to take and you are going to rivet this cleat on. Once you have this cleat riveted on, then you're going to put your handle in. You're going to center your cleat on the opposite side. You want to make sure that your lid or your handle flips back and forth and does not come out. Then centering that cleat, you are going to mark the holes on the opposite side. The measurement for this, there is not a measurement for this. All we want is this tight enough so that the handle still moves. We want it centered, and we do not want it so that when you have this riveted on, that your handle comes out of the cleats. Does that make sense? So all we're going off of is one measurement, 4 5/8 of an inch for this cleat, centered across the top of your toolbox. This opposite cleat, the second cleat, after you have that first one riveted on, this is just going to go on tight enough, still centered across the top, but you put this cleat on so that the handle flops back and forth. If you do have questions, come on up and see me. Otherwise, good luck.